from Los Angeles, California. This is the National Football League. Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Daniel Jones and the Indianapolis Colts.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Bawden. Now, Charles, you and I have done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
Stafford going to throw from the outset. And his first look is incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game. And it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and of course take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Jones. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And they'll be inside the 35, now the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing, Jones. Oh, and it's out. He put it on the carpet. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach. The offensive coordinator just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone. Can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterward. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Jones on 1st and 10. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Taylor will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more times.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts are on the board first on the road here in LA. So that a great sequence for these guys to be in the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Now the try here for the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was kicked off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Yeah, that's a good start to drive number 2. Remember, they had to punt the first time they had it. So maybe a little bit different sense of purpose here, and they start out with a nice gain and a quick first down.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Screen play set up for Williams. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Now Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Stafford looks to throw again. Short throw, it's Higbee. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4. Now it's Stafford. He gets this to Davante Adams. First target, first catch, and a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First run now for Kyren Williams. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game. You're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. This is caught. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua from 13 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That time a 9-play drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score, but Remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
On first down, Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. Running back Kyron Williams deep for L.A. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. On first down, Stafford here. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd and 6. Stafford now to throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Here's Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's good for 28 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing is Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Able to hold him to just 2 yards. And
they try to bring the receiver from one field to the other, hoping he'll get lost in the wash. But a really nice job there to make a quick tackle and force 4th and goal.
so they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a vintage first half from the veteran Matthew Stafford. He was on point, throwing a touchdown pass to help his guys take the lead into the break.
This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Third and 5.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
They'll get this off to Taylor.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Stafford on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Back to throw. Jones. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Three quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. First and 10, Taylor now to the 43, 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here's Jones. Off play action. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 27.
He'll hand this to Williams to start things out.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds.
Play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Now for Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair, low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a lot of games in this league, and this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.